Hey, what's going on? This is Decide New 212. I was thinking about something earlier, and of course, because I thought about it, I wanted to talk about it. The toolbox. When you talk about the toolbox and the things that help you get where you are and make you successful overall, is the toolbox of knowledge that you have. So the toolbox is filled up with all kinds of different things, right? It's not like an actual toolbox. If anyone's thinking it's a toolbox, it's not something you can actually physically carry around. However, it's one of those figurative things. And the toolbox of knowledge, experience, the things that you've learned from the day-to-day operations of what you're doing in that specific job that you're doing, or day-to-day operations that you did in your previous job, whatever it may be, that's what makes up that toolbox. And just like a figurative, an actual toolbox, figuratively, when you run out of space in the toolbox, if it's small, you have to go ahead and you have to get a bigger toolbox, and you move up, with the amount of knowledge, the amount of experiences that you have. So what makes you successful is going to be a combination of all kinds of different things that you then put in that toolbox, and then that's what helps you lead. That's what helps you be, is what helps you become successful. That's what helps maintain your success level. And then at the same time, every once in a while, just like a toolbox, you hand out your tools, right? You hand out the different things that you've learned. You hand those out to other individuals, because at the end of the day, look, you can be great all day long, but you got to do something else. You got to give back. You got to give back with that wealth of knowledge that you have, and you have to give that to other individuals so they can go ahead and learn. Like, I wish that I would have learned all kinds of different things from all kinds of different people. The reality is, I only learned things from a few individuals that were true leaders, that gave out their tools, that were willing to go ahead and say, you know what, I have enough confidence in you that I'm going to lend you this information. I have enough dedication to the overall big picture to give you this information. Or I have the drive inside to want to teach you everything that I know. So one by one, you're going to go ahead and you're going to get every single tool that I have. So therefore, you have this knowledge, you have this experience. You can make better decisions based off of what they learn compared to what you're learning on the fly, and that toolbox overall. So when we're looking at this toolbox, it's going to be a combination of all things. It's going to be a combination of good things and bad things. But like I said, it's more of a figurative toolbox than a actual no crap one. However, though, once again, you have to be the individual that is constantly trying to learn, constantly trying to get new tools, constantly trying to ensure that, the tool that you have, if it didn't work, you get a new one. The tool that you thought was great, but when you went to apply it towards a different situation, didn't work out, and therefore you realized you needed another tool. You can think about all these different things in so many different ways, and I got it. This was going through my head earlier, and I was thinking about, the toolbox that I have. There's some stuff going on. There's some stuff coming up, and I'm able to adjust in a different way than I was 6 months ago because I didn't have that tool, or a year ago because I didn't have that tool. And now I do. Now I have that tool, and I'm able to, go ahead and apply that to the situation. However, just like that, there's other situations that come up that I'm not able to apply it in the same way that I want to, so therefore I need to go ahead and get another tool. And whether that's, figuring it out on my own and getting that tool, or seeking some type of, leader, a mentor, trying to, go and find where it works the best and from who it works the best. Those are those things. Those are those tools that you need to do to have, so therefore you can be successful in your own way. Because if you don't, you're going to be that individual that's got the toolbox, but you got nothing in it. You got nothing in it, and when your individuals, that work for you or work around you or work above you, come to you and they're seeking some type of knowledge, seeking some type of experience, that figurative tool, you're not going to have crap, because you haven't tried and you haven't applied yourself in the way that you should to gain the knowledge, gain the tools, to have them in your box. So at the end of the day, look, simple. Don't be an empty toolbox. Use every single tool that you have in every single way that you can. Apply it in every single way that you can. Realize that sometimes it's not always going to work. And at the very least, hand out all of your knowledge, all of your experience. The wealth of knowledge that you have goes so much further than you would ever think. Hand your tools out. Don't be the guy or gal that has the toolbox but will only fix their own problems, will only use them to get ahead for themselves. Hand those tools out, all right? Hand them out to everybody and anybody, because that's the goal. The goal at the end of the day is not only to be successful, but to be happy, but to give back in some type of way. So appreciate you watching Decide and Do. I wanted to make sure I thought about it earlier, and I wanted to make sure to get it out to all of you to watch. Appreciate it. Thanks.